Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Very, very brief live. Oh no. Um, Let me give it a minute or two or 12. What is going on? Oh, it's working. Hi, how you doing? Oh, you came and said like, reveal yourself. Who is it? I love it so much. Oh, I love it so much. This is exciting. Um, I'm actually live for a few minutes. I'm not going to be long. I'm waiting. Hello. Lawrence is in the building. Shout out to you. Yes, Tima. We are doing a dark live today. Good morning. Good morning. Because I know you guys are at work. I don't want to distract you. I want us to just gather, have a space together. Lawrence, Zetu, Peggy, Kaza. Um, I'm actually live because I want to study this interface and see how we're gonna do things, okay? Because go busy. Ooh, South Africa is a movie. Strange things are happening in South Africa. The Mgulukudus cannot be found. They are so silent. Let's talk about Paul O'Sullivan. While I check out a few things, drop a 1 in the comment section down below if you know who Paul O'Sullivan is. Drop a 2 in the comment section if you know that Paul O'Sullivan has been served by General Mkhwanazi. General Mkhwanazi said, "Don't play with my name, okay? Do not drag my name in the mud. I don't know what Louis Vuitton bag you're talking about, but you know what? I am not going to have this conversation with you. I'm not going to do a podcast tour like you like to do. I'm going to take it to the courts. I am going to take it all the way to the courts." Now, I was listening to Paul O'Sullivan, and he says he has evidence. And he says he has submitted his evidence to IDAC. He submitted it to the president, of course. I don't know if he understands that these are not the times where you reveal who you're connected to, because you'll find yourself inside party within the MADLANGA Commission. And that's right, Kanyisile, okay? Lamini, inside party within. But he also said he submitted his this evidence of his to the MADLANGA Commission. So what I like about what happened in the MADLANGA Commission yesterday, drop a 3 in the comment section. Let me know you watched it. I think day 1 was quite essential to watch. I just dropped a video that explains the timeline. See, that's the problem with going live here, and I'm not in my office. I cannot. How would you do it? I have no idea. Okay, there's a button I want to press. Oh, you guys watched. Okay. I see. Masbogo. What do I know? There was a Masbogo, yes, that was arrested with Maumela. Wow. Names are coming up everywhere. Okay. Let me try this button one more time. No, it is not working. Ooh, let me try this. Pa. Da 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 da. 1 second, I'm typing. Did you? Da. Yes, of course. No, commissions are useless. I don't think I should make it long. I think that's good. Oh, I don't like that color. I'm playing around with buttons inside Pagati within, so bear with me. You're going to see what I'm doing in a quick second. This is perfect. I think this is a good contrast. Ooh, do you see it now? Ooh, there we go. We're inside Parati within. I want to find out. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh, okay. 3 people have voted so far. What's happening with my votes? Oh, I forgot to get off Wi-Fi. I should have got off Wi-Fi. I'm getting off Wi-Fi, so stay, okay? It's going to look like I'm gone, but I'm going to be right here. Let me get off Wi-Fi. How do you get off Wi-Fi? Hi. Sports Skills Development says hi. How are you doing? Which sports? Tell me the sports that you have. Oh, that's so interesting. Sandile, hello. How are you? Percy's also here. The Mgulukudus have nowhere to hide. No. They're actually now trying to hide in plain sight. And what we're going to witness, this is my prediction. Okay, quote me later on. I'll be very happy. My prediction is that they're going to tell on each other. So the more Konazi sits in that chair with all that confidence, man, that confidence is just amazing. It's just so beautiful to watch. So just so you guys know, make sure you subscribe to my other channel, because that's literally where I'm going to drop most of the videos. When the topic kind of aligns on this side, I'll bring it this side. For example, Shadrach Sevilla, Paul O'Sullivan, you know, the usual suspects. But what I wanted to highlight was, what is that? Good morning, Danny. How are you? What I wanted to highlight, what was that? What did I want to highlight? Oh my God, I distracted myself. I totally digressed. What did I want to highlight? I forgot. I completely forgot my chain of thought. This is what happens when you're live, okay? I can't even rewind to see what is it exactly that I said. But Konazi and his water bottle. Who witnessed that moment of greatness? I put it in my video as well if you didn't watch it. Oops, oh well. Many officers now want to quit the job. Thanks for reminding me, Webster. Thank you. So I believe that a lot of people, especially along the lines of Mgulukudu's, are going to be forced to tell on each other for survival. Remember, these are very, very greedy people, right? I mean, if you can, I don't know, get a tender and make about 447 million rands, 360 million rands. Like, these people are not looking for 1 or 2 millions here or there to from Gulugudu. No, they want to go out. They want to be in the clubs. They want to be in the lounges. They want to be at the Durban Julys. They want to have the 100,000 rand bills. They want to be blessers. They want to fly to Dubai. Did you guys watch the BBC documentary? That's crazy. No, commissions are useless? Really? I like MADLANGA Commission so far. I know, it's too early to tell. It's been a day. But listen, how many courtrooms do we see on a day-to-day basis? I know it's not a courtroom, but I just love the air of professionalism that they have. They're all so respectful of each other. No one is judgmental. No one is arrogant. There's no prosecutorially led investigations. Nobody yet is, showing their true colors. So even the general himself, Mkhwanazi, Lord Mkhwanazi, as O'Sullivan calls him, even himself, he could have arrived there and just been an arrogant person. But that's not in his nature. He just wants to work. Oh, shame. He just wants to work. He just wants to be accomplished. He just wants to be seen doing his job. And he really doesn't want to be working with people that are stopping him. And when you think about it, and they said it again yesterday, he went to the EWN interview. He did the interview, okay? Nobody listened. It was like, whatever, boring. Then he went to Ian Cameron and friends over there, okay? Those are the real Mgulukudus, because they are now inside Parliament. I was actually listening to an interview now by Ian Cameron. I was actually very intrigued to hear what excuse he would have. I was also trying to see, they knocked out his teeth, right? His front teeth. by a real Mgulukudu with a brick trying to, like, why would you try to break into a car of politicians? Like, what kind of dumb to the dumb Mgulukudu assignment is that? But anyway, you know what? Maybe it was a decoy. Maybe it was, a distraction. But anyway, Ian Cameron's teeth were knocked out. Did you guys know that? Okay, we're gossiping, okay? His teeth were knocked out. So when he gave the interview, I was like, oh, full face? Okay. So okay, anyway, you know what? He probably has, government doctors working really hard on the teeth, dentists. And, yeah, well, it looks like they fixed the teeth or they got him brand new teeth or the veneers. I don't know. But the point I'm trying to get at is that he literally, what did he say? He literally, what time is it? Oh, we've been here. He literally, Jeremiah, how are you doing? He literally, this is Ian Cameron. Ian Cameron said, yeah, you know what? Yeah, the General Mkhwanazi, yeah, he absolutely did come. He did say what he had to say. Yeah, we heard him. But you know what? It was administrative stuff. We can't get into police administrative stuff, so we just kind of listened. And we all went home, went about our days, like, it is what it is. There's 65 people in the room, 65 people listening, but only 12 people hit the like button. That's really sad. And then only 20 people decided to vote. Like, what are we fighting over? Let's talk about it. Confide in me. The voice behind the mic. We are watching, but I just hope we're going to witness another display. Another display of mockery of justice as we are watching, but I just hope we're going to witness another display of mockery of justice as we are witnessing in the. You want another display of mockery? Really? No, I don't think so. O'Brien, that's a very nice name. Ooh, I've never seen O'Brien. Did I say it right? O'Brien. It's normally I see Aubrey, but O'Brien, this is a very nice name. Wagwa Kumalo in the house. Hello. But that's how the day goes. That is how the cookie crumbles. Let me press this button and see what it does. Oh. That's not the button I want to press. I don't know what this one does. What does this button do? I'm just going to press this button. Oh, boring stuff. What does that even mean? It's just telling me about comments stuff. I don't understand. Hi, Webster. Welcome back. And yeah. Oh, there's another button I want to press over here. This is quite an interesting interface. Very, very interesting. It's good that you are all here so early in the morning. I know you're like, why is she live? Me too. I'm like, why am I live? I am live because, is it anxiety? No, I wouldn't say it's anxiety. Anticipation. Yes. We're just waiting on the line, okay? We're just waiting on hold for Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi to come back with his water bottle, sit down, take his seat, and be like, yeah. No, what that really means. I haven't studied him enough to be able to quote him. But that is very, very interesting. Danny, Peggy, Aubrey, Z2, Lesijo, the voice behind the mic, Jeremiah, Mimi, Herbert, Thomas, Yaya, Webster, Kanyitsile, Ayanza, Tembisile, Percy, Lawrence, Triple A25. How you doing? So that's basically I'm just playing with buttons, guys. Don't worry. Nothing deep, nothing too deep today. Once I'm back in my office, I'll be serious. Right now there's a particular button I'm looking for and I'm just struggling to find it. And I thought I would find it, but it's been 14 minutes at this point. I feel like I want to give up. So I'll still talk about Paul O'Sullivan. Let me finish my Paul O'Sullivan story. Because I'll use this audio later. Let me tell you about Paul O'Sullivan. He made me laugh today. So he's a very interesting character to study for psychologists. If any psychologists are in the room, drop a 5. Okay, he's a very, very interesting guy to study. He's amazing. And he is definitely leader at this point for me. He is leader of the I gang. So first of all, he ridicules Mkhwanazi for suing him for 5 million rands, and he says, whatever. That's just 2.5 times Mkhwanazi's salary. He makes about 2 million a year. That's his salary right now. And the purpose of that was he's dropping, so he wants to expose Mkhwanazi. Like he really wants to strip him, okay? He really wants to take off his suit, his tie, and just leave him bare. And by exposing him, he feels he really wants to turn members of the public away from Mkhwanazi. And he says, the only reason he came after Mkhwanazi after that press briefing is because Mkhwanazi came after him first on the 6th of July, 2025, but he never mentioned my name. What? So you're speculating. He never mentioned your name, but you know it's you. Yes, because he said there's a civilian that's out there busy trying to make things happen. And I'm the only one. Wow. Mr. Paul O'Sullivan. He's hilarious, okay? He is absolutely a joke, in my opinion. So in that interview, he goes on to say, whatever, he makes only 2 million rands a year. So he's basically like minimizing Mkhwanazi that, okay, he wants 5 million because he's trying to, get money out of me. But where's he going to get the money from? Where does he think he's going to get 5 million from? First of all, we've got to go to court. There is no court that's going to award him for that. Anyway, it's going to take 5 years for us to even get a court date. And he's so dumb. How can he book the court in Johannesburg? We're never going to get a date. And I'm listening to him and saying, does this man listen to himself when he talks? Did you just call a whole general dumb? A general who gathered the entire nation, okay? And forced the president to put Mkhunu on a special leave of absence. That's not a dumb man. That's a very, very strategic man. And then from then, Paul O'Sullivan goes on to say, and then, I've been arrested because he's team I. Okay, it's always got to be about him. He has to turn the attention back to him. I am not paid by anyone for anything that I do, and I work on corruption. So, tell me something. Konazi is exposing corruption. Paul O'Sullivan says he wants to expose corruption. My question is, why can't they work together? Why does Paul O'Sullivan seem to want to fight the exposition that Konazi is doing? Where's my other phone? That Konazi is doing, right? That doesn't make any sense to me. It's giving jealous. It's giving I cannot be a coworker. It's giving I'm not a team player. It's giving I do not give a damn about the deep rot inside SAPS, in the politicians, in the judiciary. Everybody needs to know I'm Paul O'Sullivan, and they need to know what I'm able to do. It's me, and they pay attention to Konazi. Why should one man from a tiny little corner of KZN, shout out to KZN gang, drop a 6 if you're from KZN on today o'clock, okay? Really, commissions are useless. People really think commissions are useless. I think this one will be the commission to change the world based on just what they want. I don't know. KZN in the building. I love it for us. Okay. So, but don't go to Zimbabwe, okay? Because it's like problematic right now, okay? It's there in the Tababesta case. It's there in Begitele and Friends. Begitele Maumela. And who? Cat Matlala. Man, Cat is in everything. He's in everything. Like he's the real good. Mary, hi, how you doing? So Paul O'Sullivan then says, you know what? I really can't do this thing. I really can't do this thing. It's not fair. Okay, because he throws his toys out the cart and he says, it's just not fair that Mkhwanazi beat me to it. Anyway, I've always had a docket on him, but anyway, he forced me to expose him. That's why I did it then. I could have waited. I could have done it before, but he beat me to it. And you know what? I didn't like that. I simply didn't like that. Like, he really said that. I couldn't believe my ears. Anyway, so Paul O'Sullivan then goes on to say, classic style. He's telling us a story where he was arrested in front of his children, and he's suing the state for 100 million rands. And he's like, anyway, I'll be able to pay Konazi his 5. So you see what he's doing? He's like, I can make more. I can make more than you. I'm not worried about your defamation case. I'll pay it, whatever. Who really cares? Like, he undermines Mkhwanazi so much. It's disgusting. And then, by the way, of course, if Mkhwanazi is guilty of anything, I'll be the first to make videos on it. But at this point in time, I think timing is everything. I think reading the room is essential. And I think this is not a I situation. Like, if you watch the video, I think I just dropped it. Did I just drop it? Yeah. Let me check. I did. I dropped a video. That's the thing, I can't link. How do I even put a link here? I'm not able to place a link while I'm live. That's so weird. Anyway, I digress. Basically, I just did a video. I dropped a video about the timelines. I think that needs to be studied. Okay, it's Stellenbosch, Rhodes University, everywhere. Okay, everybody's got to study it. It's a pretty, very clear, simple timeline, and it starts with Mkhwanazi. The embarrassment, the whole embarrassment. Leader of the MgulukuduZZZZ, sir. What? So you were appointed and then boom, you went straight to work. Wow. It is just so strategic. Anyway, allegedly, okay, because right now they're still inside Phakathi within. But he's right there at the top of the pyramid. I'm going to draw a diagram later. But what else did I want to say? Paul O'Sullivan. Then he says, yeah, he's trying to highlight that his pockets are very deep. So he's like, you know what? Nobody pays me for all the work that I do, all the investigations I do. I just do it because this is who I am. And nobody pays me. But you know what? Since nobody pays me, anyway, I make a lot of money because I have, investment property portfolio. None of them are in South Africa. They're all international. Like, he's telling his business all on his own just to appear high and mighty, not desperate for money. I don't care about anything in South Africa except exposing the criminals. But why? If you have this international portfolio, what are you doing here? Why are you here? It's like Surge, okay? Search the international blesser. Sir, we can clearly hear you are not South African. Why are you here? Why are you here? You even are so deep-rooted inside that you had to go to prison for 7 years. You came out, you're still here. It is incredible. And then, what else? Hi, Tira. And then, what else happens? Like, Paul O'Sullivan, to me, exposed himself. I don't know why people don't listen to me. I don't know why they don't listen to me. I don't know why they're not subscribed. You can never misquote silence. He had disappeared. We had forgotten I hadn't forgotten about him, okay? I actually now missed him. I was like, wait, where is he? I need to do another video. Where is he? Because he just needs to go. He needs his own YouTube channel and go live. Because he just needs to talk, and then it's like, boom, there. I can make a whole video out of that one sentence he said. But no, not Paul O'Sullivan. He just came out of the woodworks right after being sued by Konazi. And of course, he ran to Biz News, and he went and he did his interview. And after the embarrassment, the Mkhwanazi behavior, the I syndrome, that we need a cure for it. It's a terrible syndrome amongst people. Terrible. I absolutely hate it. But you know where I didn't see the I syndrome? Right there, over there at the MADLANGA Commission. Yep. The Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi. He definitely sat there and spoke as a leader of a team. He used words like we. Yeah, quite impressive. I think if you go back and watch how many times, anytime he explains anything where he says I, he barely uses the word I. But anyway, I digress. So how are we doing? Oh, 42 people have voted. Did you watch General Mkhwanazi? Yes, of course. 93% did. There's the 7%. This is the 7% next year and voting so badly. This 7% has to be converted. We need you to be resuscitated and get with the program, at least in the first few days, okay, before it starts to get boring. But A22 says it's a tough time for Cyril Ramaphosa. He probably would have wanted to ignore this whole thing, but everyone keeps everyone. Serge did not need to come out. But oops, there he came out. Malcolm X did not need, there he came out. They all came out. It's a very deep-rooted problem. It needs intercessors. Paul O'Sullivan exposed selective corruption. And it seems to me he holds our government by the hand, the way he talks. Yeah, but it's unverified. Nobody has come out to say, I received the email from Paul O'Sullivan. Have you noticed that? Nobody has come out to say, yep, I got the email from Paul O'Sullivan. He walks out. I'll also do a video tomorrow and just say, I sent an email to Cyril Ramaphosa. I can even type the email. And then I'll put a screenshot and say, I typed an email to the president. Everyone's going to say, Mzansi Unfiltered has access to the president. But where is the reply? And no, we don't want the auto reply. We have received your email. No, we want the real one. But I'm disappointed. He's a boss. He's a boss? No. Not the Joshua door. But wow, we're doing good. I actually have been talking for close to 30 minutes. Thank you for joining me. I just came to play podcast and chill. Today we get to... That's an alert. See, I can't... When I usually go live, I have 3 screens in front of me. And I'm able to kind of keep an eye on the comments. I can keep an eye on what's going on in the live. And then I can also keep an eye on... What's the third screen for? I can play with the comments. Like I can beam them up and stuff. So this kind of feels so weird. It feels like I'm just chatting. It feels like I'm chatting with my friends. I have 59 friends live with me. So it feels like I'm not working. That's what it feels like. That's the honest truth. It feels like I'm just hanging out. It feels like we're just in a cute hangout. Shadrach Sevilla. I miss him. I hope he's okay. Because he better enjoy his time at home because his name got dropped so many times yesterday. I said, Shadi, the way you were jumping up and down, sir. Shadrach Sevilla, how I wish the defense on the Senzomiwa case can use this case to prove that he interfered that side also. But anyway, with that, Judge... I know it's very tough. He won't be listening to end. You love my content. I love you too. Nkosana, thank you so much. Nkosana, thank you so much. It means the world to me, guys. I know like some of you guys don't like to type comments, but when you don't type a comment, remember, you remain the number 1 best kept secret. Like, it's like, how will I know you're there? So I get to, like, you see, let me tell you, people, I reckon Celia is here. Please subscribe to Celia's channel. The way I enjoy your commentaries, my goodness. I'll tell you about Celia. Celia makes me laugh. Oops, what have I done? Celia makes me laugh. Let me tell you about Celia. She's on Facebook. please go to Facebook and follow her on Facebook. Like, she's a big deal over there, okay? Like, for me, Facebook, I'm so lazy about Facebook. The only reason someone, okay, a family member, shout out to you, someone actually came to my DMs and they were like, "Can you please open a Facebook page?" I was like, "No, I don't want to." Can you play? I actually had a panic attack. I remember it very like, why do you want me to go to I hate Facebook so much. You're so sweet, Claire. Thank you, Celia. I'll get back to Celia. Just wait there, wait there. Um, this person kept they probably DM'd me 6 times. That's how persistent they are, and I absolutely appreciate them. At the time I hated them, of course. And then sometimes I get overwhelmed with my DMs. And then I'll just kind of disappear. And I'll be like, okay, I need to breathe. I just need to breathe. Because I have social anxiety, okay? Notice the black screen? Yeah. This is all part of social anxiety. Um, and then I'll be like, okay, I haven't even checked my emails since January. I just got overwhelmed in my emails. I'll go in and peek really fast, but I have to get better at it and I have to get over myself. Um, and they kept sending me the DMs. But that was not an email, that was on my DMs, very specific, this person. And I was like, okay, fine, I'm just gonna open the page. I opened the page, I told nobody about it. I had to get over I now had a Facebook page. I was like, oh my God, I hope nobody finds it. I opened the page and I just sat on it. I just sat silently on it, never posted, never did anything. And I used to follow Patricia Mashale, but I used to follow her on Twitter. And again, Twitter is another dungeon for me. I don't even understand how Twitter works. Can you guys believe it? I really don't. And then Patricia Mashale always used to DM me. I used to ignore her DMs. I was like, why is she DMing me? So I'd just get so anxious. And I guess it's because of the YouTube ecosystem, which doesn't have DMs, right? It doesn't have DMs. So it's like a one-way street. I post videos, you comment. I post videos, you comment. And then we grow a relationship that way. And then I also never liked going live. And to think I can now do like 4-hour lives. I never used to like going live. The first live I ever did was with Clantis. Shout out to Clantis. And even then, I wanted to send him in. I think we scheduled the live, and I just kept backpedaling. I'm like, man, I don't want to do this. I don't want to go live. I don't want to go live. I was so anxious. But now, look at me. I'm a big girl. I can even go live on my phone. Anyway, shout out to Clantis. Let me go back over there to Celia. So I think I met Celia here on Facebook. I didn't meet her. I virtually met her on here on YouTube Streets. Her story, she did a podcast. That is where I first got wind of her story. And in that podcast, she mentioned that she was on Facebook. And that's when I went over to Facebook. And I just kind of, followed, left it at that. I'm not very active on Facebook. So, for example, I didn't go on Facebook at all yesterday. So I know I'm going to have DMs. Where are you? Where are you? um, But I started to pick up a habit. So Celia has this amazing writing technique. Celia, and type and type and type and type and type and type and type. And then I asked myself, why didn't you just make it a video? So, for example, you typed out the last post you did, Celia, I can't remember. I think it's got to do with Tabo Bester. Yeah, and I read it from start to finish. That's how captivating it is. And I said, you know what? This is pretty brilliant. But I'm not a typer. I'm a talker. Ooh, I can talk because I hate the whole. If you notice when I type all caps. The whole and I can type faster that way. JJ's in the building. JJ, I saw you inside Parati within the congestion on the other side on the SAPC. Is it SAPC? Yeah, I saw you yesterday. I'll be laughing because I do not comment on the SABC channel, okay? If I really wanted to grow my channel, the number one thing for me to do is to comment inside there. I remember commenting. The reason I don't comment on the SABC channel is because I remember commenting and of course the dragons come and I was like, man, wait. Yes, we want to grow our channel. Yes, we want to get the subscribers. But do you really want to do it with demons? Like, do you really want to attract demons and dragons and monitoring spirits? And then all they do is look at the title of the video and then they already have a comment. You already have an opinion, but you don't watch the video. By the way, I can tell when someone has watched the video and someone hasn't. I can tell when someone has watched halfway. I can tell. It's a skill. It's a whole skill. Wait, let me check my other phone. For example, let me read your comments. Let's spy on my other channel. Ooh, we've got comments. See, the confidence, the focus, the prep. I know they watched the video because they're using words I used. Khomutso says, well-controlled environment. You can hear the sound of the pin falling on the floor. I agree. Bravo, General. Well prepared. The pages in the file are in chronological order. My General. What? Teach others how to do filing. Like a certain judge who will go unnamed, who couldn't even give us a proper judgment. He was flipping pages, even had to have, what's his name? Ashley come and look under the chair. Do you guys remember that? They're coming back next week. Lerato, oh my God, a humble leader. That word, leader. Mkhwanazi is the true epitome of a leader and an educated one. Yes. Despite his qualifications, you can just tell he's just a great man. And I'm not just saying that. We learned a lot from him in a day. Imagine that, in a day. See, this is somebody I know. They watched the video. We were supposed to receive our certificates of attending for attending. Yep. Oh, yeah. I know what they're talking about. They're talking about the timeline. See, I can tell in a comment, and then you get someone who will just come and type a random comment, and you're like, why? What are you talking about? And I guess it's got to do with the lack of no DMs. Anyway, so those are some of the comments on that side. And that's pretty much what I do. I just check comments. When you don't comment, well, I don't see what you have to say on the video. Sometimes I'll do an additional video, like the one I did on the Chinese. I have to do a follow-up video because I had a lot of people ask a lot of questions. So I get ideas from the comment section. So that's another reason why comments matter to me. Godfrey. Hi, Godfrey. Welcome. You're just in time for the end. But Celia, it feels like I'm listening to you describing someone else. No, it's just that I'm on the phone with Facebook. I only have Facebook on one phone. I would literally read so everybody can see. Let me see. Can I find? See, I hate Facebook so much because I trust Mark Zuckerberg and I don't want him on my actual phone. Let me find my other phone. This phone that I'm on. Can I find? Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can just Google you. But no, I don't want Facebook on this device. Anyway, that's not important. I will read one of your quotes, not one of your quotes, one of your posts, just so you see, because you're really captivating. Wait, you were a teacher, right? You worked, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Because you started well, hook, then you have your body, and then your conclusion. I love it, yeah. And then I think I commented, and then I got like 50 likes on my comment. I'm like, who are these people? People really read? So that's the fun part. And I'm coming as a video creator, right? So it's kind of interesting. So yeah. So I was very, very scared. I didn't finish my story. I was very, very scared of being on Facebook. I was petrified. Oh my goodness. And then one day I posted. And then I shared my link. And then, now my channel, no, what are they called on Facebook? My page is actually monetized. It's just that I'm not serious. I should be serious. I should get serious. I should get serious. But it's just me. I'm just a girl, okay? And I absolutely adore YouTube. You can tell I don't like Facebook. Facebook is what's my issue with Facebook? Oh, Gulugudu that I had on Facebook. See me, I'm very good at knowing and monitoring spirit. I'm very good at so virtually. So I had this demon, okay, this monitoring spirit. They needed an exorcism. Like we needed to pray for them. If I posted, like if I post now, they were right there jumping straight into the comment section with their opinion. Man, damn. And they were team state. Oh my gosh. They were just relentless in their comments. And they were very rude and obnoxious. The MO. Anyway, so one day I was like, you know what? I just typed, I love you so much. I love you so much. And I know that you think that I hate you. I just want you to know I'm never going to block you. I'm never going to respond to you again. I'm just letting you know that you are my hardest worker in the comment section. You are an ultimate worker. You are the best. You are one of the kind. But you see, you're so ignorant and so dumb. And, I thought today's a good day for me to educate you. Every time I post something and you're the first one to comment, Facebook doesn't know you hate me. Facebook thinks you love me. And Facebook says, oh my God. And then Facebook will say, we have increased your distribution because your post is so popular. You are helping me in the time that you're thinking you're killing me. You cannot kill me. If I was a troll, like I would study the algorithm. I would want to understand it. I want to see how can I break this creator and how can I get them off the app. I can't stand them. That's what I would do if I was a troll. So I should do a masterclass for trolls because they really expose themselves. That person went from commenting. If I posted 10 times in one day, that person went from commenting in every video. I've never seen them again. I should DM them and tell them I miss them. I miss the hard work that they were doing for me. Because they hate to know that they're doing good for you because they think they're killing you with those. Oh, I should look up that. You know what? I should really DM them. I miss them. I should check in on them. And come back to YouTube. You guys, when you disappear and you don't comment in the comment section, I actually wonder where you are. Believe it or not, I really do. Not for the algorithm or anything. And sometimes you'll see me say, I've missed you. I do type that. Have you guys seen that? It's because I really notice you haven't commented in a while. I might not reply to every comment. Don't ever assume that it's because I haven't read your comment. One time I got somebody, you guys have me chatting. Oh my God. I was only supposed to be on for 10 minutes, by the way. Anyway. Hi, Dingumuzi. How are you? One time I got a comment from someone and they said, this is my last time commenting. You never respond to my comments. And I was like, do people know we have access to see how many times you've commented on my videos? I know. YouTube tells me. So I don't study that, okay? But when someone makes such an accusation, I'm like, what? I've never responded to a single one of your comments. That's not possible. So I click and YouTube tells me this is their first comment. Like, wow. Wow. But yeah, I'm giving you some behind the scenes today. Back end, 75 people have voted. People are watching. Okay. We have less than an hour to go. Yay. See, I am a teacher doll. I have built a small community of readers. I'm telling you, you're a fantastic storyteller. There are people who would not watch a video, but they would love reading. Yes, I know that. I know that now. So I can see that. I can see that for sure, and I can see the success. There's no way I could type. I don't even know. How many characters are you allowed on Facebook? There's no way I could type all that. Sometimes, my creative juices come up. I'll type it up. I can type a long paragraph. But I talk faster than I type. You see, Funda Tempi, Funda. I'm good. Thanks for the recognition. No, thank you for coming in. Thank you. Belinda's here. Okay, Patricia is here. Welcome, Patricia. Douglas is here. You see? As long his name has not yet dropped, then it will be a question mark for me. He's been busy, remember? When did the commission start? Not commission, the timeline. So the timeline started 17 April 2025. And then the real work, okay, the Mgulukudu business over there at KT Mulifa's house, Kininda was on the stand. He literally was on the stand. How do I know? Because Advocate Ngomezulu passed away on the 10th of December. The political killing task force went to KT Malifa's house on the 6th of December. So he's been very busy. Remember, there's a time where Baloyi said, "It's not fair for him. He's been here for so long. His career. What about Senzo Meyiwa's life, sir? What about justice for Senzo Meyiwa, you know?" So those kind of things. Pulane is here. Welcome. Good morning to you too. Are you gonna make us tea? So he was busy, but it would be interesting to see if he'll be pulled in. Quest, hi. Channel member, all protocol observed. I'm smiling so much because of the color of your icon, of your member icon. Oh my God, I'm so honored. Oh my goodness. I have to tell you guys that, oh my God, I have so many confessions today. I remember my first channel member. I remember setting it up. I remember being so nervous that no one would join. I remember being so anxious, so nervous. But the way YouTube works, if they give you tools and you don't use them, YouTube gets upset. YouTube is like, the jealous girlfriend, if you don't give her attention, or the jealous boyfriend. It's arguments, and then you don't want to get on the bad side, okay? You just always want to be on the good side. So I set it up. And I was like, okay, I'll just do emojis. And then I kind of warmed up into it. And then, it was fun so far. But I'm going to end this live here. And the reason for that is I was only supposed to be here for 10 minutes. But looks like you guys helped me, kept me company. And then we're going to go straight into MADLANGA Commission, okay? With my 94% of people that actually watch the commission. That is just awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and say, see you later. Talk to you guys later. This feels like a phone call. This is so weird. This feels like a phone call. But I think I'll post a video later as well. Take care of yourselves. Be good. Do not, no matter what happens, do not be Mgulukudu on these streets, okay? Because you find yourself over there inside Parati within, and then you're just going to be coming to court for a fashion show, for attention, like, Vusi cat, like, Vusi, what are you doing? You're under arrest, okay? You're a permanent resident. But now he's permanent. You are a temporary resident over there at Khosimamboro, C-Max. See you later. Yes. Thank you so much. Mildred. Hi. I'm leaving. You're so late. But I love that you joined. So thank you so much. Just go ahead and vote, and I'll catch you on my next live. The next time I come live on the phone, I'll have a good surprise for you. Bye. I don't know how to get out, guys. This is embarrassing. How do you exit? Where is Nani? Ooh. Wait. I don't know what this means. I don't